Alright guys, so this video is about the Goodwood Festival of Speed, guys. Festival of Speed. It is winding down and I think I'm coming up on the end of it. Not sure if there's going to be any more hot news for you, but if there is, I'll be sure to add it in the description below. Probably tag it. But before I get into this video, guys, leave a like and subscribe because I like to go into the history of what Goodwood Festival of Speed is and explain to you why some of the best news just came out of this year. Even though it was a smaller event, it was a hot one, guys. Leave a like, subscribe. Let's get into it. Alright, guys, so just a brief history before we get into all the good stuff because I really want to get into this. Alright, so pretty much Goodwood Festival of Speed it's an event that started in 1993 to bring racing back to Great Britain because then there was a ban for racing and it kind of took away racing from the Goodwood circuit. Now, he was trying to get the racing back at the Goodwood circuit, but couldn't because he didn't have the right permits. I mean, instead of going through all the process, he just decided because the Sunday one's like the official time, but essentially they have a bunch of different things going on. They have the hill climb, which I'm gonna get into soon. They have the Soapbox Challenge, which is just a gravity car event where gravity cars go down the hill, and then they have the one of my other favorites, the rally, the FOS rally stage, where it's not anything for official time, but one at a time you see the rally cars go through there, and you see classic cars like new rally cars. Just it's all for the thrill, guys. They zoom past you, kick up a lot of dust. It's fun. It's fun to watch. Um, but then you have like Supercar Paddock where they have all the new cars. They host all the current like best production cars because this is actually today, guys. Goodwood Festival of Speed is one of the most prestigious events. They have the arena where you have all the drifting and stunt driving. You get to see. I mean, I watched a Nissan in 2025 this year go through it. I mean, love watching that car fly through there. You got to see the cars that like this year they had the Volvo. One of my favorite shows was from the Volvo, the rotary engine. It came through it. It showed off, the hood scoop in the back or whatever, feeding all the coolers and everything. Guys, the Goodwood Festival of Speed is fun. It was fun. It's fun every year. It's fun to watch. You turn it on in the background because it's a 3-day event now. Started as a Sunday event, then they added Saturday, and then they added Friday. Now after the second year they make sure that the Goodwood Festival never fall on F1 and Le Mans. So if you're an F1 fan and a Le Mans fan, guys, you still get to watch that and watch the Goodwood Festival. They will never collide with each other. So yeah, so let's get into some of the news now. I'm watching the hill climb, and I got to see some of my favorite cars go through the hill climb. Namely the GTD, the Mustang GTD went through there. Uh, when the GTD went through, man, I thought for sure it was gonna be one of the fastest time for a production car. I mean, it blazed through there at like 51 seconds. So yeah, I was getting ready to think, all right, this is definitely gonna be one of the fastest times we're gonna see on a production car. But then, guys, Koenigsegg, one of my big news I wanted to cover, they went on there and they ran a blazing 47-17, I think it was. Insane. I mean, they went through and they beat the time that was set by the Zinger's 21C. I think that's how you say the name. Now, if you don't know what the Zinger 21C is, guys, that car has been making a name for itself. They only have one car so far, but it pretty much, I think it's the only 3D printed car, but I know it was the first. If it's not the only, it's the first 3D printed car, and that car is completely 3D printed, almost. I'm almost a whole car, things like the tires and stuff is not 3D printed, but yeah, it's that's definitely a hypercar built like to break every record. And The reason I know about the Czinger, I remember when it took the record away from the Senna on the Laguna Seca. It became the fastest Laguna Seca time. So if you go look up on Laguna Seca, the fastest time would be the Czinger. Now, keep in mind the Jesco attack went and they beat that Czinger around the Laguna Seca track, which is funny because the Jesco didn't even have the record that long because about a week later, Czinger went back and beat. They don't want to be beaten. And that's the thing with these hypercars that I love, guys. Like they will do battle with each other. They want to have the fastest car is they claim to fame. And so when somebody beat them, they take it personal. They go back and set records. So which is why I'm so surprised I didn't see on the hillclimb in the Goodwood. I didn't see Czinger this year. That was another missing entry for me, and I was not sad to not see him, but I was expecting him to show up because you know Koenigsegg showed up with a SADAIR'S that they just announced, and ran that 71, which I think that was the fastest production car. I only saw two race cars ahead of it, which one of them was at Future Subaru, not Future Subaru, but it's a Subaru, and guys, that Subaru is amazing. Like that all black Subaru went across that thing. I'm a Subaru fan, if you don't know, on this channel, guys, and I love seeing that 600 horsepower 4-cylinder engine just blaze up the hill. Super fast, guys. But yeah, so that was another big news. And then, Hyundai came through. They announced the Ioniq 6N, which could be problems for like cars like the BMW M2, maybe even the M4. We'll see. We don't know what the car's gonna do yet, but they did unveil it. Toyota came on there. They showed off the Lexus and the Toyota. It's still in the wraps, so don't go looking for any official thing yet, guys. But they definitely drove it on there. It was one of the cars they showed off. You got to hear it. And guys, one of the biggest news I wanted to cover on this channel, guys. They had Tony Roma, who is an executive over at Chevy, and I'll see if I get it pulled up here. But essentially, they asked him about the Nurburgring time, and he kind of wanted to like pump the brakes on everybody thinking it's gonna set the record, which is exactly what I said. Pump the brakes on Chevy setting the record because he was saying don't expect it to do that. Now he never said it didn't do it, but he said don't expect it to do it. They are proud of what it ran though. They have a time that they're proud of. So guys, whatever time it is, I would like you to know Chevy is happy with it. They're not making any excuses. They're not saying they got to go back and run it again, like Ford did with the GTD, where it was raining and they had to go back and run it a second time, which gets super expensive, especially for a company not based out of Germany. They can't just go home and come back another week. They gotta set everything up, fly back. So Chevy has a time they're proud of. I don't think it's gonna be the record based on the tone that he's coming with. And I'm not saying it can't be the record. He was mentioning though, do not expect a record the whole time from the Corvette. So that's another thing I wanted to go ahead and make this channel because we have a lot of controversial comments and people saying I'm knocking on Chevy from being one of the fastest cars in the world. Guys, it's not gonna break a record on the Nurburgring. I don't think so. Again, I'm prepared to get on here and apologize to Chevy if I'm wrong. So yeah, guys, I want check out clips from the Goodwood Festival of Speed. I'll go ahead and put some clips up, man. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it. And if you like some commentary, I could do that on the next one, guys. Next year, I could do some commentary on the Goodwood. But if you like me covering news like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below because I'll be reading that. And thank you for the support on the channel once again, guys. Our channel is growing, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.